Well, I saw what happened with Batkid the day it happened, and I was really interested to know why so many people came out for just a little boy's wish. And then when I found out that they only wanted 200 people to show up, and then 25,000 people showed up and 2 billion people followed it online, I really wanted to know why that nerve was struck.
What Dana did, she spent 6 months going back and doing what I call like the emotional archaeology of like going back and find out how did this happen, who was behind it, going and spending like, a week or two at the farm with the family and really getting to know them and really capturing just their life. And
I knew obviously about Make-A-Wish, and I knew that Make-A-Wish did wishes all the time. I didn't know actually how many. The Bay Area chapter does more than 300 a year. So when I learned more about it, I thought it made me even more intrigued because I was like, why this wish? Why this boy?
This is a real life Frank Capra movie. It's a Wonderful Life with real people. I'm like, yeah, I'm in. that's totally my kind of thing. So yeah, I saw the opportunity to just be involved in telling a really wonderful, positive story that also happens to be true, and that doesn't you don't get that opportunity very often. Not many stories like this, unfortunately, in the world. It's mostly bad news.
Oh, this documentary is very different from the others that I have done. Most of my other work has been very dark and serious, and one of my films was about wrongful conviction. One of them was about responses to terrorism, and one of them was about toxic chemicals that are in all of our products that are hurting us. And so I was looking for something lighter to do. I was looking for something that my kids would really like to engage in and maybe help me make a little bit and would want to watch. So I was looking for something much lighter and more fun, and boy, was it much more fun to work on. I still will go back and do the hard topics as well, but I think it really was a nice break from that. And, when you watch the movie, I think, and when we were working on the movie, you just are smiling all the time because it's such a positive, happy feeling. And so just like working on anything that's positive and happy, it was a joy.
That's, I think, one of the main positive aspects about the existence of this film is that people see it and then they want to go do what they saw the people in the film do. They want to go volunteer. They want to go do something for people, and that's what's great, because that's the whole idea. Like when we talked before, but Mike Jutan, who played the Penguin in the film, has my favorite line. He says, "It's kind of odd this doesn't happen more," and a story like this being told like this is a catalyst that could potentially help it happen more, because people get that seed in their mind. They say, wow, these people at Make-A-Wish are awesome. Maybe I should volunteer, or if not for Make-A-Wish, for something else. But it just gets them wanting to connect with other people and do something positive. And I think that's as good a reason for the existence of the film as any. So, yeah.
I think what made this event big were a few major elements. One, that it was happening in San Francisco, that it was a public wish, because most of their wishes are not public. They're a child goes to Disneyland, or they go get a spending spree at Toys R Us, or they have a party for their friends. But this one lent itself to people showing up. And I think the fact that it was in San Francisco, people are so whimsical and fun and creative in San Francisco, and people just wanted to experience it themselves a little bit. It was kind of a wish for everybody. And so I think all of that kind of came together as this perfect storm. That, and the fact that most people there had smartphones where they could take an image and beam it out very quickly. And so I think that's what got the whole world engaged in it, that kind of interactive part of it.
Well, it's when you see how hard everybody worked and went the extra mile when they didn't have to. That like, EJ said the costume's got to be perfect because Miles is going to be looking at me. He's got to believe I'm Batman, or that Mike Jutan as the Penguin was trying to go this extra mile, or, just everyone was always going a step beyond what they had to because they just wanted to make the day that much better. And that's what you can't see from a news report, but you can see from this movie is just the people behind it, and that they didn't just, okay, yeah, sure, I'll show up for a little while and have a nice day. They were really like, how can we do this the best it can possibly be done?
And the more you know the people, the more you smile, because they're just such awesome people that you want to be around. And it's a very, it makes you, like as Mike the Penguin says, we have to plus up this situation. It makes you want to plus up your life all the time by watching it and hanging out with people like that.
In helping him to live this dream, we were saving ourselves.